Hey guys, thank you for checking out this week's episode of the Weekly Grind Podcast. We're on episode number 8 and we will be talking about GvG and GvG related things. You can find us on Tumblr at theweeklygrindpodcast.tumblr.com and on Facebook at facebook.com/theweeklygrindpodcast. Grind on. Checking out this week's episode of the Weekly Grind Podcast. I'm your host, Spirit Bomb. I am accompanied by three fellers.
I am Dave, Wings of Wax.
I'm Rice Cakes.
What's going on, guys? Mike, Silent Storm.
Alright, guys, and this episode is going to be our GvG invasion episode, where we're basically just going to talk about GvG and not talk about things that we usually cover for the most part. We still will talk about things that we usually cover, but
we're going to ignore
not as much.
A couple of things.
Yeah, we're going to ignore a couple things. But we can just start this off by going over what our favorite class has been recently. We kind of took some time off, about a month off, and we're back now on to doing this thing again. So, yeah, let's just go over our favorite class. Sorry about the long gap in between episodes, but we are back and we are in full swing. So, let's start with our favorite class. Michael, a.k.a. Silent Storm, a.k.a. Michael.
Ninja Master.
A.k.a.
Yeah, I'm
Ninja
still favored to the Rogue. I've been messing around with Handlock a bit, like, on and off, but mostly Rogue.
I think the first listener that finds the podcast that Mike's on and doesn't say Rogue should be awarded a prize. But I understand, because Rogue's awesome, and
it's gotten some sweet cards from Goblins vs. Gnomes.
I love it. I don't know why.
How about you, Paul, a.k.a. Rice Cakes, a.k.a. Rice-A-Roni, a.k.a.
Rice Patty.
Rice Patty, a.k.a.
I guess I don't really know. I've been playing a bunch of classes, but I guess I've been playing that new mage deck. I don't know how good it is yet, though. It seems fun.
Mage Mech?
Yeah, Mech
Miracle Mage Mech or something? I don't know.
I call it Mech Mage.
There's a lot of them.
Robots.
Mages and mechs and stuff. And nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Chugga.
I would have to say that my favorite class lately has definitely been the mage class myself, but for arena reasons, because I'm just been an arena hog. I think everybody has since GvG's come out. They just want to get the new cards, try them out, play them out, test them out.
I wish I didn't have to.
I'm having a lot of fun because arena's really what I love to do in Hearthstone, and I wish they'd have a more competitive format for it, but
I'm pretty sure all three of you enjoy arena like
far
a ton.
more
Yeah.
than you do.
And I'm strictly like a ranked player. I love consistency though.
Yeah.
I like ranks. I like arena. I like opening packs.
Yeah.
And winning stuff.
Yeah. I just like building my collection. I think
Yeah.
I'm just a collector when it comes to this game.
Yeah,
I'm not really
yeah, basically.
like I like to play constructed, but I'm
if
just
you're like Dave, you end up with no Tyrion, no Malagos.
Oh god.
I like to play constructed, but like I don't know this set well enough. I feel I'm not comfortable enough with it to hop into playing a constructed deck in the rank ladder. I probably will. I'll just suck it up because I'm at like rank 16 right now, something really bad.
Yeah, I think I'm at
So-
13.
Decks are
I've
young,
barely
too.
been
There's,
playing.
like, still new decks coming out.
Yeah. Dave, what's been your favorite class?
My favorite this week, well, at least for ranked, I know has been Warrior, but probably for Arena, I'm gonna guess probably either Shaman or Mage, because those two have been like really, really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been liking Mage myself.
Mage has been a lot of fun, I think, for all of us lately. So yeah, let's just hop into. Let's actually just start talking about GvG. I mean, let's go over our favorite cards and our least favorite. We'll start with our favorite cards.
How about we go over good cards in Arena?
Good cards in Arena?
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Well, a lot of people like Arena besides Dave.
It is a pretty important.
It is true.
It is the way you get cards
Yeah,
in the
it's
game.
the way
so it's
you
pretty
get cards
important.
and dust and gold if you're good enough.
So what we'll do right now, we'll just go through all the classes and we'll pick one card. Each of us will pick out from each class what we think is best in Arena. And then we'll eventually get to neutrals, and we'll just shoot a couple neutrals out there for you.
Are we gonna go with common since that's the most common thing in Arena?
No, I
Just
I
whatever.
guess, yeah. I mean, whatever you really feel is most synergistic with the class when you're picking a random deck. So let's start with Druid. What do you think is the best class Druid card? I think for like consistency, I would definitely say this is kind of hard because we find a couple. We could probably find like 2 or 3 in most of these classes. But
Not this class though.
I like the Autonized Robo-Cub, and I also like Druid of the Fang. I think they're both really good in Arena.
Yeah,
I was
like,
gonna say that Cub's good, man.
I like the Fang. I actually got blown out by Recycle.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Like, it's okay in Arena. Like, you don't get that much removal in Druid.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Druid can't deal with big guys that well.
For a rare though, it doesn't really feel worth it. But
No, but I mean, we're talking about Arena. Arena. This is the mindset. Arena.
So can we all come to a like that we think Druid of the Claw is probably the most favorite out of all?
Druid of the Fang?
Druid of the Fang.
Druid of
My
Fang,
apologies.
yeah,
Druid of the Fang is probably the best common. I would say probably the best rare would be Mech Bear Cat.
Yeah, Mech Bear Cat's pretty good.
I've
just
been
thought-
in love with that card.
I just thought of Man Bear Pig.
Yeah,
immediately.
exactly.
part man,
Man,
part
bear,
bear, part
pig.
pig.
Yeah.
Yes, that's 3 parts.
Immediately. But yeah, so yeah, Druid of the Fang definitely. I definitely would say Mech Bear Pig is if you're gonna go with a rare. I mean, we could debate the legendary, but there's only
Are
one.
we gonna go over constructed playability? Because if we are, we might as well just do Druid.
Probably nothing in Druid.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. Like the only thing I would probably consider would be like Dark Whispers, but that's only because like you might have the potential of building a token deck.
Yeah, it's not bad. Make 5 wisps.
Now, what do you think about
Or
the legend?
5/5 Tom. That's not
The
bad.
Legend is awful.
How do you pronounce it? Malorn.
Malorn, yes.
Malorn.
Deathrow Shadows.
He's fun in Arena when you get him off a web spinner.
Yeah, yeah.
That
That
was
is
sweet.
that's the only time Malorn is good.
that happened. It was sweet. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
I mean, I guess you'll keep getting them back if you're already dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not really what you want to be doing with your 7 mana in a Druid deck anyways, so that's why I just don't like it.
he
Yeah.
will die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think as far as constructed playability, Druid of the Fang still.
Yep, Druid of the Fang
Numero
definitely.
uno.
Even
Who
if
doesn't
5
like
mana
who doesn't
4/4
like a
is
5
not
mana
bad,
7/7?
Yeah, very true. Alright, so let's move on to Hunter. Now we'll start with arena picks that we like between the common and the rare. Common and rare rarities. So I'd say for common, it's definitely the Glaive Zuka.
Glaive Zuka is really sweet.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
mean,
I've actually
honestly-
been impressed with this card too.
honestly,
Cobra Shot?
the only Cobra Shot's pretty good. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's insane, but
It's 5 mana.
that's legit.
Gazrilla is really cool. It's flavorful. I'll give it that.
Yeah, that's
It's got class.
Gaiaka.
Like the eye on it too. Looks like a big Hydra.
I definitely think that I got the for sorry, I'm getting stumbled on my words.
Glaive Zuka, I think, is sweet in both arena and constructed, though.
I think my favorite of everything outside of common in this is the sniper. I mean,
What is he called? Steam Weedle Sniper?
yeah, I like the feign death. I just don't think it's reliable in arena.
It's definitely not reliable in arena, but there is like some sweet synergies and some deck lists floating around with the Feign Death and
Yeah,
ranked.
it looks.
And I tried to play Call Pet, but I kept getting like the
Garbo.
like I'd get spells. I'd get spells. I wouldn't even get beasts. I'd get
I was
like
gonna say, is it even really worth?
like the animal companion spell is like probably the most common thing I got off the Call Pet. I'm just like, oh man.
Just like a dud so many times.
And I got the metal tooth leaper in one of them, and like I didn't have any mechs in my deck, so he was just a 3 mana 3/3 vanilla. It was bad.
But Glaive Zuka, I think, is probably I would take it almost any time, honestly, in Arena, and it's a solid card because it like lets your web spinners trade up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is really, really solid.
Yeah, I like
such
that
a good
card
card.
a lot. It is sweet.
And Steam Weedle Sniper is good, but I wish he was a beast. But I guess
Yeah.
he's already like making your hero ability like
Yeah.
so good and powerful. But
I only got him in one
Yeah.
arena, and he was insane for me. Like, he just set up all the perfect plays for me. I don't know if I just got
Deal
lucky.
just 2 to creatures too instead.
yeah.
That's pretty insane.
So, Legend, how do you guys feel about the Gazrila? Gazrila.
Gaiaka is okay. He's fine.
Gaiaka? Is that what
Gaiaka.
you're calling him now?
Well, Gaiaka is Godzilla, but he's
Gazrila.
Gazrila.
He has good stats.
It's Gazrila.
Garila.
So even if he gets silenced, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
He's still a 6'9".
Yeah, 9's a lot.
Yeah, it's not
Nine's
bad.
a lot of body for 7.
He's a beast.
He's like
is.
a Gromosh that doesn't have haste but costs 1 mana less.
Gromosh is better still.
Yeah, I know. by miles.
Is there a way to even deal him damage?
And give him haste? Yes. Technically there is.
Wait, so if you draw him off Call Pet,
Stamp,
he's
not
4
Stampede,
mana.
the Tundra Rhino, and you
Or
could
3.
like, I don't know, arcane shot it.
I guess. Yeah.
Likely scenario. Very likely.
Magical Christmas land.
Exactly. So there is a way to make it.
You could be playing the mirror and they have an explosive trap. That's a thing. That's realistic, though.
All right, so let's move on to Mage.
Chugga.
This is really, really hard. I chugga, but the flame cannon's been friggin' insane for me.
Yeah, Flame Cannon's really good. I definitely would agree.
I think Mage got like the best of this set.
Do you? I
don't
think it's
know.
Legends garbage.
The rares and commons,
who cares
I think
about the legend?
Yeah.
the rares and commons, I think, were probably
don't-
the best so far.
I don't think I got the best from the set.
That guy is real good. The
Blade Blast,
Battle
yeah.
Mage,
Goblin Battle Blast Mage.
Blast Mage or whatever.
He's solid in Arena, and you can build a deck around him, and I think that deck
I think the Epic is garbage.
is what we're going to be featuring because it's that good.
With this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's true.
I opened it and it's like bad.
Yeah.
Flame Cannon is sweet.
So as far as rares for me, I honestly, it's kind of sad to say, but I think like the Soot Spewer is probably the best as far as consistency. I really like Unstable Portal. It's so much fun.
Out of rares, you like Soot Spewer the most?
I like Blast Mage.
Yeah, I mean, Blast Mage is pretty good, but you have to rely on having a mech, and that's just not always possible.
I mean, if you don't have a mech, you still have 4 mana 5/4 that trades with every 4 mana
So
creature.
he basically just turns into that new beast card, the neutral beast.
Yeah, the Strider.
the Strider, or he's like a reverse Yeti that just. I don't know. I'd rather
Yeah, that's fine.
have the 4/5 than the 5/4.
I don't think the Soot Spewer is like really worth it. Like spell power is really nice and all, but I don't know. A 3/3 for 3 has never really been that good in Arena, especially because it trades with every 2 mana creature.
Well, if you think about it, turns 3, turns 4, turns 5 is when they start playing the toughness on creatures that evolves in like 4s and 5s, and when you have the Soot Spewer out, you at least have something. So if they do play Yeti turn 4 and you have the Soot Spewer out, you're holding the Frostbolt, you're just paying Frostbolt.
Well, I mean,
It
that's
sets you up for good plays.
good with every spell power, though. Like,
Yeah, but
it doesn't necessarily need to be a Soot Spewer at that point.
I just feel like
It's good with Flame Strike on turn 10.
for consistency with the rares, I think he's the best. I do like the Goblin Blast Mage. I have played him. He is good.
Like Soot Spewer to me feels like what's his name? The 2 mana 2/2 that has spell power.
Oh,
plus
the
1.
Geomancer?
Yeah,
Are you
it
guys
feels
talk-
like that.
Are you guys
Yeah.
just talking rares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah.
still like Chugga.
I mean,
me
the
too.
cool
I
thing
think
about
Chugga
this,
Chugga is the best for the arena.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true.
And Flame Cannon is real good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I haven't gotten that yet.
Like they
It's-
made
it's
Mage
almost
even
on-
better.
I think it's on par with Frostbolt, but I think Frostbolt's still a tiny bit better than Flame Cannon.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it is
if
too.
you're going into your turn 4 and they play like Yeti or they do play
I got
Hajj
to
Dingo,
kill a
you're
Spectral Knight with the Flame Cannon.
so
It
good.
was sweet.
Oh, that's right. You do that, then hero ability and take down.
You
again.
can't. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, it had
Turn
4.
four,
It
yeah.
had 2 damage on it already, and I was playing against a Paladin, and I just shot his 1/1 and then Flame Cannon, and killed his Spectral Knight. Pretty.
Did it already have 2 damage on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
it
can we all agree that
Plus, that's good against rogue too.
this is the most Garbo class rare of all of them?
Yeah.
Which one?
What does
The
he
Flame
do?
Flame
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Yeah.
Flame.
Not
Oh yeah. Class legend. Yes.
Yeah.
Class
Can you
legend,
enlarge
yes.
him?
I don't think he's the worst legend in the set.
He's not really that.
When you
Good.
draw this,
though. When you draw, it deals 2 to all characters.
that card's bad. That card's bad. It doesn't even do anything.
Kills you.
It's an explosive trap
Like it's
for everything.
It's a 7 mana 7/7 if you draw it in your opener. Like.
Ugh. You never want that.
All right, so let's move on to the next class, which is Paladin. I think Paladin saw some really good cards, honestly. in
There's
this.
some awesome cards in
I
Paladin.
honestly
I love
think
that
Paladin
Spellcammer.
was the most fortunate in this. That's what I was gonna say. Is because like Paladin, like they basically made it so you could make a token build. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a thing. Like, I think I might even try and build that.
I already tried to.
just-
I'm missing one card actually from it, but we'll get to that because let's go through the cards first.
Oh, I know.
As far as commons for this, I definitely like the shielded mini-bot. I think both of the commons that they released. For
I think
Paladin
Seal
are
of
good.
Light is real good too.
Yeah, I like them both.
They're both insane. I think
both good.
Seal
Seal of Light's real good in Arena.
Seal Light I think is better in a control pally list, but Shielded Minibot is better overall
Yeah.
because you could get played in just about any Paladin deck, like whether it's aggressive or it's a control deck, because obviously a 2 mana 2/2 with Divine Shield, and it's a mech for that matter.
Yeah.
That's just like an extra hero, like an extra little tidbit on the side, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that you can do with mechs, and Shielded Minibot is definitely a sweet one. I think Shielded Minibot takes the cake for me though.
Shield the mini-bot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he is really good, or she, whatever. I'm not, judging. But moving on to rares and epics. As far as that,
Muster for battle. Holy crap.
Definitely the best rare.
yeah, you think Muster for battle?
Oh, by far.
I think Muster is good, but the 1/4 weapon doesn't even matter. Like, you don't even.
Yeah,
play for
that's
the
what I
weapon.
mean. Like getting the 3 tokens. Yeah, it's pretty relevant.
I mean-
I think having the Muster for battle. Well, this is more constructed relevant. Muster for battle and Quartermaster is just a cool setup. Like, I think we can all agree on that. It's kind of living the dream, but
When I first looked at Muster Battle, I didn't realize that you could set up the sword.
Sword of Justice.
Yep, I didn't know you
Yep.
could set that up. So
Yeah.
that's why I thought Muster was actually not that great.
That's a good point.
And then I realized that it actually does work out that way. It does
Yeah.
blow up the weapon, if there's still charges on the sword of Justice, but if there's only 2 or 3 charges left on the Justice and you go for the Muster, you'll get the charges off of the Justice before the 1/4 sword pops up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Muster definitely goes along with, I think, the best epic in Pally.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I think tokens, or even without having a tokens build, I think Quartermaster, that's the
That's
card we're
really
talking
strong.
about now.
Yeah.
I think the Coghammer's really
You
good
make
too.
3 3s now.
Coghammer's
Hero
good,
ability.
but I think Quartermaster will see play in whether it's a aggro pally list, a token strategy, or it's going to be a control pally list, because you can
Yeah.
reliably just keep using your hero ability.
Yeah, make a
basically.
3/3 every turn. That's sweet.
Well, it's not every turn, so it's a battle cry effect.
Oh, it's a battle cry?
Yeah,
Oh,
so you need to
okay.
have a couple of dudes in play, but I still think
That's
that's
balanced
solid.
at least, though.
Yeah.
That's still a solid card.
Now, what do you guys think about this legend? I think he's good. I mean, he's obviously like, oh yeah, he can be silenced, whatever. But
Quartermaster's better.
like, you could say that about everything. You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'd have to play with him.
I think he's really good.
He's
See.
good, but he's no Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion bordering it.
Well, yeah, he's not Tyrion. You're right.
I mean, he's fine. I don't know, I'm not too thrilled about him.
I'd have to play with him.
He's not like
See what
something
he
you could
is.
top deck either, which feels awful.
It's a cool concept, though. It's just like a soldier just watches his comrades die, and then I will avenge thee.
Like, what happens when you both go on top deck mode and
Yeah, and
All
that
of a
aspect
sudden-
he's garbage.
Boulevard Ford? I'm sure, yeah, I guess that's a scenario, but it does happen.
Yeah.
Now, if tournaments start showing that they're going to be having sideboards, I think that the Scarlet Purifier, he's actually going to be a relevant card as far as that goes, because
He's pretty good in Arena.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe the Feigned Death.
Good against Sludge
Your list
Belcher. Good
pops
against
become more
Sludge Belcher,
popular.
definitely.
right. I mean, there's just a lot of cards that it's good against, especially against the Hunter decks.
But I think Quartermaster is by far better than that legendary.
Yeah.
It's just so powerful.
We'll go through all the classes again and just talk about Garbo or our most Garbo GvG class cards.
We didn't have to waste time. Like, they're just bad.
Well, I mean, it's good to debate. You know, there's some of these classes have like 2 Garbo cards we could like debate.
Which one's better?
Which one's the worst of the 2?
So we're moving on to priests next. What do you think, Josh, is your favorite priest common?
Wow, that's actually really hard to say.
Really?
I do like the Velen's Chosen a lot.
That card's
like,
dumb.
They're both really good, so it's hard to just say one's better than the other.
Oh,
like,
Shrinkmeister.
I haven't been a fan of Velen's Chosen.
The thing about the Shrinkmeister, though, is that, like, I had this deck, I pulled, like, this was, right before it was released, I pulled, like, 4 Shrinkmeisters, and they were just so irrelevant, because, like, I'd draw them, and they'd be my only turn 2 play, I'd be like, there's no need to play
So
them.
the first one's bad, but the next 3 should be really good.
I mean, hypothetically, yeah. I just don't think it's, like, as good as the hype says it is. I think it's good when you have, like, a, Shadow Word Death.
There's a lot of mini combos, basically.
Or Shadow Word Pain. Yeah, there's a lot of mini combos with it.
Yeah, like with
Shrinkmeister, Yeti, Kabbalah.
I honestly like Velen's Chosen more. I think Velen's Chosen's better.
I think Shrinkmeister is better. It's just a solid 3/2 for 2 and has like a ability that
I like them both.
Yeah,
can
but
help out with combat math or help out with your spells.
Velen's Chosen takes a Garbo creature and turns it into Insane Creature. Like,
yeah, insane creature that can just get like silenced. But
you can say that about almost any creature in the game, though, that has a good ability, you know?
Velen Chosen is cool, I think. And it is decent if I guess if you do have a Garbo creature, but
I've won more games with Velen's Chosen than I have with the Shrinkmeister, personally. I think the Velen's Chosen's the better pick. What do you two think? What about Silent Storm and Rice Cakes think?
I think Velen's Chosen is really, really good. They're a really strong card. I think Shrinkmeister is also very strong.
Yeah.
Velen's Chosen is probably better in Arena, but I'm going to guess Shrinkmeister.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
I do
go
like
to Chosen
Shrinkmeister.
too.
Yeah.
Probably. I like the Shrinkmaster though.
So as far as rare and epics, what do you guys think is the best one between the rares
What
and the
is
epics?
the epic?
The epic is light.
I mean, all of the rares are actually like solid for Priest, but for rank let's start with Arena first. For Arena, man, it's actually
That guy's so bad.
It's actually so tough for rares though. Like
honestly,
look
it's
at
not
the 3
for me.
rares.
It's honestly not for me.
I mean, the best is probably Upgrade Repair Bot. I'm gonna say.
I don't think so.
What do you think? For Arena?
Well, I think it's second best. I think the Shadow Boxer is actually a lot better.
I think Shadow Boxer is really cool.
Yeah, I love Shadow
Yeah,
Boxer.
Shadow
Card
Boxer
is
is
dumb.
pretty
But I can agree with you on that because the Upgrade Repair Bot actually is a good card. Like, if you do have a mech on the table, he is awesome.
Giving another mech 4 health is
if you think
freaking
about the
insane.
value you get out of it, and if you have another mech on the table, it's like a 5 mana for 5/9. You know, like.
Yeah, that's insane. And it's also a mech too, so like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Shadow Boxer is really good, though. I do agree with you. I think he's a solid 2-mana 2/3 that just has like an extra ability that is sweet.
I don't think Light of Naru is that bad either.
It's a good... That's why I was saying all 3 of those cards are really, really good.
Decent. I don't think
Gives
it's
him a knife
amazing.
juggler ability with your hero ability there.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about the legend in the set?
I like
know,
that, man.
I know Paul already opened this guy. I
Yeah.
think he's the only GvG legend that any of us have.
Well, I did get a GvG legend, but I
He was so
immediately
bad.
disenchanted it. And we'll talk about that later on, because I believe that he's the worst legend in the set.
Okay.
But anyways, Vol'jin I think is overhyped. He's good, but I think he's overhyped right now. Like, a ton of people are saying he's amazing, but I don't
think
know.
he's good.
He's really good against control decks, but he's awful against the aggro decks.
Oh yeah.
I see them being really strong against handlock.
Yeah, see, that's a control deck, obviously. Yeah, you
That's
can
why-
reliably hit something.
That's why I
huge.
think they're gonna start introducing more sideboard type
Type
of
cards, yeah, it
scenarios
seems
for
like it.
tournaments.
You could hit Twilight Drake.
Yeah, Twilight Drake would be awesome. That's just such good value right there.
Wait, did we go over our favorite epic?
They're both.
Well, we just kind of doing epic and rare. Epic and rare together.
Dude, that
I
2-1
say
is
that.
so bad.
I'm just going to say neither if we're going to do epic and rare for Priest. I just don't like either of them. They're both bad.
Light Bomb is actually pretty good.
I mean, it's better than that 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well,
okay, I'm going to agree. Light
yeah.
Bomb is better than the 2-1. You're right. Alright, so let's just
terrible class.
move on to the next class. Rogue, which Paul is completely talking a lot of crap about.
No, I like Rogue. I was just pissing Mike off.
So, what do we think is the good common
I like
here?
both
This
of
is-
them, man.
Yeah, this is a hard
They're
decision.
both sweet.
I like the Goblin Auto Barber as far as consistency. Cause
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
that-
have to agree
the
there.
hero ability. Oh, man.
I really like the format of the Tinker's Sharp Word Oil. It's
Sharp Sword Oil.
Sharp Sword Oil. It's really good.
Yeah, that card's good too.
They're both solid, but I think Goblin Auto Barber is just way better for its value.
It's just the Tinker. You have to rely on comboing, or else the card's just not that great.
Plus, Rogue doesn't have a lot of like early spells either, so that's really nice. We have another 2-drop.
Yeah.
He's a 3/2 also, but he just gives you a way
Wait,
to.
Rogue has a lot of early drops, don't they?
Yeah, but like
not
you
really
don't really.
combos.
It's not a deck where you just like drop stuff early on. You just
Yeah.
kind of like
You
build
wanna-
build a hand up.
You want to build a strategy.
I've actually been seeing ranked players who were originally playing Miracle take out Goxan Auctioneers to put in Sharp Sword Oils, and they actually put in like 2 Assassin's Blades just to like have a way to kill people.
And people have been like cutting an auctioneer completely.
It's not worthwhile anymore. It's too much
Nice.
mana.
Yeah.
But that's
6
that's
mana
what, that's
now.
what I've been seeing lately.
I still don't think it would be bad as like a 1-of.
It's still, I think, just too much mana, honestly.
You think that one wars takes it over the top?
Yeah, it like being able. There are just so many aggressive decks right now that can kill you by turn
Quicker
5.
before you can combo off now. Yeah.
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 It's better to try to win with like go off and drop like a crazy Van Cliff or something.
So rares and epics, what do you guys think? Between all of these for Arena, what do you think is the best one?
I like that 5-minute 6/6.
Yeah, that Ogre Ninja is pretty sweet.
Ogre Ninja?
Yeah.
It's just funny because I never think of an ogre being a ninja.
That Iron Sensei is sweet with like that 2-1 mech though that like grows every turn.
He is a decent rare, but I think I have to go with Iron Sensei. As long as you can actually get like a couple of mechs in your arena deck, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, that thing is sweet.
Like 3 mana for a 2/2 that's already a mech, and if you have a mech in play, you're basically paying 3 mana for a 4/4.
Let's
And
think of
at the end of your turn, if that guy survives, if you can protect him, that sounds pretty sweet.
Let's think of a ogre ninja in real life. Say you're just walking into your house and it's very quiet inside, and you just hear, and he just slips and falls from your ceiling face first. And you're like, I guess my 50% chance was best here.
Yeah, it falls through the floor. To the next room.
Awesome.
I do like the Cogmaster's Wrench. It does seem pretty good.
It's the epic though, I'm pretty sure.
I was just saying epic and rare
Oh, okay.
together as one.
I like Sabotage, man.
Sabotage is pretty good.
I wish it wasn't
Situational.
random
Okay.
enemy, but I understand why it's random enemy because it's 4 mana.
Yeah.
And the
That
combo is sweet.
is sweet, yeah.
So how do we feel about the legend for
I
the
love
set?
it.
He's one of the better ones for class legends.
Trade Prince Garrywix. Sir
Because
Coingiver
Giving your
and Spellstealer.
giving your opponent a coin is irrelevant, and there are so many spells that you would really, really want. And his stats for 6 mana 5/8 is probably one of the best ones. I don't know. He's solid. He's a good card. You're basically paying like 6 mana for like a 6/7 worth stats, kind of. Not really 5/8, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's good.
Rounded out, he's
Before we-
worthwhile.
Getting a copy of Flame Strike wouldn't suck.
Do you guys think it's weird that, like, with the 50% chance of attacking the wrong enemy, that can go through taunts?
Yeah, I thought that was funny
That's,
too.
that's weird. Right?
Yeah.
Wait,
It
it
should-
can?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it can
That's
attack.
sweet.
It can attack something else. So
I've
you can
actually-
randomly kill your opponent.
Yeah, I've had a Druid
Yeah.
of the Claw, and it's attacked straight through the Druid of the Claw and hit my face, and I'm like, what the hell? This is so weird.
I think that's weird.
Although I did have an even more
Roll the dice.
strange scenario today, and that was I stealthed my Baron, and when it used its ability, it came out of stealth, and I thought that was really strange.
Huh.
I got one of the spare parts to give a creature stealth, so that's why I stealthed him. But I honestly, if I had known that, then I wouldn't have gone actually for that, because if he had a removal spell for the Baron, then I would have lost the game. So I just assumed that it was going to stay in stealth and just use its hero ability, but once it used its hero ability, for some strange reason, it came out of stealth.
So we're going to move on to the next class, which is Shaman. For commons, we have Crackle and Whirling Zap-O-Matic.
I like both of these.
They're both good. I think Crackle's better, but I like Whirling Zap-O-Matic. He's really good.
Yeah, they're both solid.
Crackle's really good.
Yeah, Crackle's good.
I think I'll have to agree with you. Crackle is such a solid card. I mean, Whirling Zap-O-Matic does set up for your Crackles to like kill people, though.
It kind of, not to hop into a different game, but it reminds me of Magic. Not the randomness of the card, but how Magic has Lightning Bolt, the 1 mana deal 3 damage, and then what was the 2 mana deal 3 damage when they changed it?
Chain Lightning.
Chain
Lightning's still 1 mana.
Yes, Chain
Oh
Lightning.
yeah.
1 mana.
It's been so long.
It's not
Was it?
Series
Lava Burst or something?
Something Hammer, isn't it?
Well, the newest one is Lightning Strike.
Yeah, Lightning Strike. That's what I was thinking.
There's another one too,
So
where
long
things
ago.
can't be regenerated.
But it's better than Lightning Strike, which is the funnier part, because at a minimum it will deal 3, but it can deal 6 damage.
I've never seen it deal more than 3.
Yeah, it's hard to rely on the randomness, but it's still so good.
I think
you know what I
you
mean?
can rely on at least 4 damage off of the Crackle, but
As far as rares and epics, what do you guys think is the best for Arena? Combined rares, epics.
the best rare I think is Power Mace by far.
Power Mace. I do like Power Mace. It is good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Like you're basically paying for an Eaglehorn bow, but obviously Eaglehorn bow keeps getting more charges with secrets. But if you have a mech, then just getting that death rattle effect off of the Power Mace, oh my god, it's so stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you imagine death rattling your Power Mace on a Whirling Zap-O-Matic.
Yeah, that would be pretty insane. You deal 10 to the face.
Yeah, there's a 5/4 Wind Fury that you paid 2 mana for.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about the legend for Shaman?
I don't think about him.
No?
He's bad.
Exactly.
I wish it wasn't a Shaman legend.
I'm the only one that likes this guy, huh?
Uh-huh.
I think Alakir is way better.
He dies to every piece of removal,
He's the vanilla.
He costs 10 mana
7/7.
essentially.
and
yeah.
he has Overload 3, which
But
is
you get 4 cards. If you're playing Murlocs, it's decent.
If they put the Murlocs into play, it'd be a lot better.
well, obviously.
I think it'd be better as a neutral.
But then
instead of
if-
a Shaman.
If you put
I have
Murlocs into play, I don't think it would be 4. I think it would be like 2.
I think the Overload's a bit much, but yeah.
Well, there's just so
I
many
think
bad
this card's
Murlocs
very
you can get.
interesting. I think this card's very interesting.
If it was Overload 2, I think that's reasonable, but Overload 3 is just so much.
It
Yeah.
costs 10 mana.
Yeah, basically split between 2 turns, which is awful.
But still a 7 mana, 7/7.
is dying to a big
Big
game
game
hunter.
hunter. It's not doing much.
It's fine in rank, and I'm sorry, in arena, but it's awful in ranked.
So let's move on to the next class, which is Warlock.
Is that the only common for it?
No, it's 2 commons.
There's Dark Bomb and there's Floating Watcher.
Oh, okay.
Dark Bomb is clearly like the pick.
Yeah.
Dark Bomb's really good. I do
Ugh.
like Floating Watcher a lot.
I
though.
do.
I like your golden picture though. That looks sweet. The golden Dark Bomb
Dark
looks
Bomb.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, floating launcher gains with your hero ability.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Hellfire, same thing.
So yeah, they're both pretty good. What about rares and epics? What do you guys think? What's your favorite? I got blown out by Fell Cannon the other day. I don't think it's the best one. Don't get me wrong.
Being a 4-mana 3/5
Yeah,
is not
his
bad.
stats are real good. He's really good in arena.
But he played 2 Fell Hammers on me, so it's like I couldn't play a creature if if I wanted to live. He just kept beating me
card
down.
is real good.
Which is funny because I actually got blown up by
I was
Implosion
gonna
the
say
other
that
day.
doesn't seem too bad.
I think Implosion is my favorite.
I have 2 of these cards. What do you think about that card?
Mistress of Pain.
It's awful.
Okay.
It's awful.
Yeah,
it's a
but-
demon, but it's awful. If you can get the
Legend?
2 mana deal 2 damage or give a demon ++2, it's fine.
Oh, Demon Fire.
Yeah, but otherwise it's awful. Like it's so bad. But
Yeah.
Imp Implosion is really good. It's not really. It's good. And Fell
Steel
Cannon, is that what his name is?
Yeah, Fell Cannon.
I think Fell Cannon is a little better, honestly, but Implosion is really solid too.
Yeah. Demon Heart's not bad, but it's just not that great either, you know? 5 mana, deal 5, or +5/+5. It can be really good. Can be.
It seems
It's very
okay.
situational.
Yeah,
very
it seems a little vanilla though for a
Yeah.
for a rare.
And like the Golem, I'm not really that fond of.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
Anima or Enema?
Now the Warlock.
Demon looks epic.
Now the Warlock legend, Mal'Ganis. He's a 9 mana 9/7 demon. Your other demons have +2/+2. Your hero is immune.
I think this is the best class legend, honestly.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
He's awesome.
I really like this card. I mean, it fits like perfectly into a demon lock list, which I've been trying to like put together for
He's
quite
so
a while.
cool looking.
And
Yeah.
I think I could finally put it together as long as I actually get Mal'Ganis and Illidan now.
It's so hard to not
Illidan.
hit this create button right now.
Not is it? That what it is?
I'd do it.
Illidan,
man.
demon.
Yeah. Okay.
You have plenty of
Does he
best.
summon demons?
Yeah.
He's
2/1?
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but
it
knowing
is.
your luck, you'll just like pull him from a pack, like the next
Right.
pack you open.
That's what I'm always worried about. Alright, well, the next class, which is the final class, is Warrior. And what do you guys think is the better common, even though they're
Oh,
both
I don't think
not too impressive?
either I would pick.
I've had to pick the Warbot.
I think Ogre Warmaul is still better.
Yeah, the weapon is probably the best one.
Yeah.
But Warbot is just not a pickable card. It's so awful.
Do you guys ever attack the wrong enemy
I
just
u-
to like
I
mess with it? Just be like, I think that if this is gonna miss it.
I'm gonna attack his
I've
face
done that
because I need to kill a creature.
Exactly. I've done that so many times. I'm just like I know this isn't gonna go in my favor. So
No, I just defied
the
it.
opposite one.
Yeah, I
to get
just
what I
defied
want,
the
yeah.
odds and closed my eyes.
You just choose, close your eyes.
Yeah,
just pick
yeah,
a random
to a
target.
flip of a
Like, I don't
coin
even know where I'm
sometimes.
clicking.
No, I click and then I like go off and like look at Facebook or something, and then come back when the sound is done.
So in Arena, what do you think is the best epic and or rare?
That card's the best.
Shield Maiden is the best in both Arena
Damn.
and Ranked
He's
by
a-
far.
It's so good.
Uh,
Don't even talk.
Yeah.
Don't even.
I think Crush is
isn't
really
Warrior your favorite class? Like
It is.
How can
I
you
like
not like
Bouncing
Shield
Blade.
Maiden?
good. Shield Man's okay,
Are you serious?
but
It's
Crush,
so good.
Crush you can.
Wait, I thought you said bouncing blades.
I like
Insane.
Bouncing Blades. I haven't really played with it yet.
It's
though.
so bad.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. But bouncing blades, I've seen it do nothing. It kills like
It kills a Haunted Creeper or something like that.
against a paladin. It's straight up 3 mana, do nothing. It kills a 1/1,
Yeah.
and and it's over.
War Maiden is like that Paladin card. I forget what it's called right now.
You mean Shield Maiden?
I'm sorry. Iron Maiden.
Excellent.
Iron Maiden is a lot like that Paladin 6 mana 5/6 that gains you.
Guardian.
Yeah, Guardian of Kings. It's a lot like that. But honestly, this is way better because armor is so much more valuable in Warrior than gaining life in Pally.
Well, I mean, gaining armor is better than gaining life.
Well, obviously,
general.
but gaining armor in Warrior, like
Yeah.
this is gaining life, but you're
Yeah, well,
gaining
Guardian's
armor,
only
and
a
armor actually
common.
does something.
That's what Guardian has to say.
Sure,
It's a common.
but Iron Maiden is sweet.
Iron Maiden. Shield Maiden, right?
The band, yeah, I agree.
She's a maiden.
Yeah, I like the band too.
So the legend for the set. What do we?
Garbo.
Think? There was only one situation I thought he was awesome.
Yeah,
but
yeah, sure.
I don't think he's that bad. I think in Arena he's good.
Oh yeah, constructed he's garbage.
Yeah, constructed he's garbage. I think Arena he's good.
I think he's fun.
Yeah.
He's still a 6 mana 6/5 in
Yeah, exactly.
Arena, but
Right.
yeah.
I mean, the other two legends.
he's
like,
also a mech too.
like the other two legends have to be like pretty bad, like a Lone Walker
Pagel.
Cho
Yeah.
and Pagel.
A Fat
is
Bagel?
Pagel's better than him?
No,
No.
I'm saying Juggernaut. I would take
No.
Iron Juggernaut over Fat Bagel and
Cho
And
and
Cho.
Mana Storm.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of legends. Nor's Dharma. There's a lot of legends you take him over. So in
Yeah.
Arena, I think he's fine.
I like Iron Juggernaut in Arena. I think he's good. I don't think he's good in
I
constructed.
mean, if there's a Ysera, like
Can I
don't be
read
dumb.
Crush one more time? I forget what that card does.
I
Destroy
think
a minion.
I think that's the best. of the rare.
If you have a damaged minion, it costs 4 less, 7 mana, so it would be 3
3
mana to
mana.
destroy a minion. If you,
That's
as long
not
as you have a
bad.
damaged minion, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
card is good.
Wow,
That's strong.
I'm surprised. Like that's actually a decent epic.
That's why I was like,
3 mana, blow up your.
I think it's
8/8.
better than Shield Maiden.
No, there's no way. Shield Maiden is 100 times better.
No, I don't
Wait, I
agree.
thought his name was Iron Maiden.
I am sorry, she's a maiden.
All right. Well, as far as neutrals go, we have a lot.
Why don't we go by common, favorite,
about we
common,
just-
neutral, and then do rare, and then do
Yeah, just break it
epic,
down.
and then do.
So best rares and worst rares.
All right. So we're just gonna look through these common neutrals really quick. Take a quick look at which ones would be our favorites to play.
So many good
I already know what my favorite is.
Yeah.
I already have a favorite.
So guys, what do you think is your favorite? Let's start with Mike. What do you think your favorite is as far as the common neutral cards?
I think he needs more time to
Arena,
read.
probably Micro Machine. I haven't really played a lot of the new set yet, though. That's probably why. But I like Micro Machine. That thing's really strong.
Yeah, I do like him. He's good. I like him in arena. He's good. He'll attack fast,
You can deal a lot of damage really quick.
burst
with
you
him.
really quick.
He's a solid card.
Paul, what's your favorite neutral?
For arena, or just in general.
How
Arena.
about for arena?
Do I have to pick just one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
pick one.
Just
One
just
common.
one, Paul. You can only have one piece of candy, Paul. Only one.
One
I don't
slice
know.
of cake, Paul.
It's either Mechanical Yeti or that 5-mana 3/3.
Hey, only one.
It's so close. Can I give it 50-50? Like half.
Okay, so Paul is broken between
That
the
Yeti is
Mechanical
dumb.
Yeti. Yeah, Mechanical
Yeah,
Yeti's
Max
really good.
Yeti's-
And that 3/3 is also really dumb.
The
What,
3/4?
Tinkerton or Spider Tank?
Well, that card. Okay, let's split it up. Into that. There's so many good. Like this card is good. This card is
Tinkertown
good. This card
Technician.
is good. This card is really good. This card is fine.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of good ones, but what's your favorite?
But I can't pick a favorite. That's not an option.
All right, Paul.
Paul,
decides
I'm
to
gonna guess
back
is
into
gonna
this.
Paul's
Paul's
gonna
gonna be
pick
Yeti,
favorites.
but
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Dave.
Yeti. I think Yeti is the strongest for his stats.
All right, Dave. What's your favorite?
my favorite,
I'm just gonna cut Paul off.
You're gonna split it up, right?
Yeah.
my favorite is Pilot Shredder by far.
Pilot Shredder.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
The 4-mana.
It's such a good card.
He's good. He's really good. I like him.
I think he's better than a Yeti.
Oh,
like,
he's so fun in arena too.
he's
Like
just so good.
Just crossing your fingers and being like, "Give me something
I
amazing."
think Mana Storm's the best thing you can get off of it.
You guys know what my
Stats
favorite.
wise.
Yeah.
My favorite common arena card is
What's your favorite common?
Salty Dog.
Why?
Salty Dog.
Why do you gotta be so
Awesome.
salty?
7/4.
Doug is
Oh
so.
come on! He is so good. He's won me so many games.
Yeah.
Really? How? Like,
I guess he's kind of like
he's bad.
What's that?
He gets a -1
5
from
mana,
Metric.
7
though.
6.
7/6,
Yeah,
but, like,
Venture
better.
Merc. Merc.
Yeah,
He's fine.
yeah.
He's fine.
He's a
I don't-
Venture
I
Code
don't-
that's slightly worse,
I
but
don't
not
think
for
he's
the
my
reasons
best.
that you care about.
I mean, he has
That was
4
like-
toughness. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you don't play him in a situation where he's gonna die.
And your
on the
minions
spot.
don't cost 4 more to play, which is
He's like
nice.
I
he's
would
like the
just rather
guy.
have a Venture go.
Well, I wouldn't. He's like the guy that like you don't have any.
He gets flame
You've
cannons.
played out most of your cards in your hand. Yeah, he gets flame cannon. You're right.
or
He,
Frostbolt
he
in
gets
your
crackled.
ability
Okay,
to-
well let me
He gets
explain.
crackled.
Let me explain why I like this guy because like he gets
Big
played.
game hunter.
Don't destroy the mic.
Can I finish? Are you go? Seriously.
One more. True silver champion.
Guys, I hate to tell you this, but Paul's no longer on the podcast.
That was great. That was the best one.
All right, let me explain here. This is the guy that you play when it's later in the game and you're pacing your opponent, the tempo, and it's the last card in your hand usually. If not, like you have other spells and he's the last creature in your hand, you play him last.
So
You
he's
don't
your
play him first.
finisher?
You don't. Yeah, you don't follow through with him. You don't come through with him first. He's your finisher.
That's your finisher?
That is my finisher.
He's your card you sandbag. Okay.
But he's really
and
good.
also, if Mike's a ninja, you're a pirate. So I guess Salty Dog fits.
I'm not a pirate.
He's saying that's his arena deck finisher?
Yeah,
That's so terrible.
but it's a common.
He gets True Silver Champion.
You're right. But who has a true silver champion if they only have 2 cards left in their hands? Usually already been played, already on the table, already been done.
They could have
If
5
you're a good
of them.
player, you save your best card last.
Yeah, like if you're a good player, you kill that thing.
But if you have other creatures to kill with it,
Yeah.
you guys are like giving me all these situations that you're like, oh, most creatures could die in this situation, and you're like salty dog.
I mean,
no, because Josh picked it. No.
The reason why
Okay.
Venture
There's a lot of
Merc is so
creatures that
good
can
though
die.
is because it's got 6
what
booty.
class are you playing this in?
Every class apparently.
I played it in Mage.
Wait,
I
this
played
seems
it
good.
in
This
Hunter.
seems
I
good.
could see it
Hunter.
being fine.
Hunter.
I played it in Mage.
I could see it being fine in Mage. I
played it in
guess.
Mage. I played
Mage
it in
Hunter
Hunter.
because they're both
Played it in
aggro.
Paladin. I played it. There's so many classes you can play
I
this
don't know.
card
It's
in.
not a card I would.
I there is a lot of cards I like. I
If
do.
you had a second piece of candy, what would it be?
My second piece of candy would be the Mechanical Yeti.
Really? Wow.
I do like Pilot Shard. He'd probably be number 3.
I do like Shredder too.
I think if I had a second piece of candy, it would be Tinkertown, honestly, over the Pilot
I like
Shredder.
Tinkertown too.
Mike, if you had a second piece of candy, since you know we're going with since Paul's already ruined our jar of candy over here, we're trying to divvy
Yep.
this out.
Probably the Mechanical Yeti.
Yeah.
Mechanical Yeti, you like?
What
the
about
4/5s?
Trogdor?
Yeah.
Trog is pretty cool. I do like Spider Tank too.
I like the sounds that he
man,
makes.
okay, we need to stop. We need
Dude,
to stop.
dude, I love the sound this guy makes when he comes into play.
I don't even know what it is.
I can't remember, but I think he says.
Does everybody have a favorite sound yet? Because
No, can we like YouTube his sound real quick?
which one?
The 2 mana 2/3. It's really funny. He sounds just like a monkey.
We'll do it after the podcast.
Fine. Well, okay.
So,
and I like Trogdor's come into play sound.
All right, so we're
How
gonna
about-
move on to our
And Mac
favorite
Warper.
neutral rares before you guys just keep ranting about how much you love these commons.
can we go best and worst on this one?
We'll do the worst. We're gonna do the worst. Just
Oh, okay,
later
okay.
In general,
Okay, then this is fine. What was the last page?
It's the first page. Is the last page.
I want the first page.
page.
First page. First page. Stay on the first page. Okay.
We're on the first.
I already
page.
know what my pick is. Then, what do you guys got?
I like Jeeves. He draws cards.
For
I
your
think-
opponent too.
I think Jeeves is better
Oh.
in ranked
Wait, hold on, I can't see.
because you can actually build a
Oh,
deck
yeah,
around
that's
it,
true.
and that is one of the decks we will feature. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Target dummy.
I mean, I think. Okay, never mind. We'll get there.
I like Goblin Sapper.
Sapper's fun. Is that your best?
No, I was just saying I like.
What's
them.
your favorite? You have either this or
I
the
like
next
that
page.
4 mana 2/5. Oh, the other one is. I like Bob Lommer too. I don't know.
I love Bomb Lover.
I
I
like
think-
it was either Bomb Lobber or that 2/5 that can't be targeted.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
time's up. My favorite is Bomb Lobber.
Yeah, mine is too.
I haven't got to play with them
It's
that much.
so freaking sweet.
I got to play with Matter Bomber. That was
To be fair,
Oh,
I have been
fun.
blown out by Kazan Mystic or whatever it's called, because, like, yeah, it stole a mirror entity from me, and it was not fair.
Oh, you know what Bob Lobber kills?
A lot of things.
Salty dog.
He does kill Salty Dog.
Jeez,
That's all.
always picking on the salty dog.
It was just funny that it kills it.
Hey guys, how many 12-win arenas have you guys gotten?
Ever?
One
One?
GvG?
You guys each gotten one?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've gotten 4 already. So
In Goblins vs. Gnomes?
yeah, so you guys can, yeah, exactly.
I have
Yeah.
never gotten 12 ones.
I'm sorry.
You'll get there, you'll get there. It takes time.
I
He's,
meant
try-
the low
he's
blow
trying
to
to
go
insult
strictly to
us and he
them.
insulted you the worst.
Yeah, I tried to insult these two. All right, guys. So moving on to
Oh.
epics for neutrals.
There's no second page, right?
What is your favorite?
There's 3 that are just, like, by far amazing.
One piece of candy.
No!
Sky Golem. Best.
No!
You only get one.
Fair.
Final answer.
Paul, why do you get a... Ugh. No, Sky Golem is amazing. I agree with you.
Yeah, exactly. I
But-
thought you were going to disagree. I was
You know
like,
what it does too? It does true temperature. You know what
You don't
it
care
does?
if it dies.
Yeah,
It gets value.
Go Death Rattle. It's amazing.
Yeah, so
Hey,
yeah, it does die to that.
Well, what if they silence it?
I actually don't think Sky Golem's gonna be my pick, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Sky Golem is number 2.
Wait, what are you picking?
I'm picking Recombobulator.
Really? Recombobulator is really good.
Like, you basically, like, say you have a Yeti on the table, you attack something and your Yeti's still alive, you then, instead of healing up that Yeti, turn to something else. Get another card. Or you can do it something later on in the game, too.
I have a cool story about this card, but I'll save that for in-game stories.
Cool. We don't know what the card is. We don't know what Paul's talking about.
The 12
But
mana,
later on,
the
in
new-
this episode,
the new giant.
Paul. Paul's ruined it.
I will say that I actually thought my favorite epic was going to be Enhanced Mechano, but I think Recombobulator and Piloted Sky Golem are definitely way better.
Actually, my favorite epic's Enhancer Mechano.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I've just had good situations with him. I think that's really the only reason. Hobgoblin
In Arena or Constructed, I should say.
in Arena. I've only
He doesn't
really
play
been playing.
Oh, that's fair.
constructed.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
been
yeah.
playing Constructed recently at all.
See his wins.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have
constructed.
one of Enhancer Mechanico right now in my zoo list, which has been pretty sweet.
I like Enhancer Mechanico. I think he's fun.
But I think Recombobulator is
I need to open
probably
more
the better
packs.
one.
I haven't opened. I've only opened like 10.
By the way,
So-
I've actually seen Fell Reaver in Hunter decks lately.
Do you guys think it's weird that they have more epics in the set that for neutrals than they do legends? I mean, more legend in the set than they do epics for neutral cards.
Wasn't it like that last set too?
Was it?
There was a lot of neutral legends. There was not that many neutral epics.
I mean, last set was Nox Ramus, so
No, well, I mean the classic set, which is like a real set.
maybe we should go back. Go
Hey,
over it.
I got a question for you. Does Hobgoblin work with the Paladin Hero ability? It says when you play, which means it's. I'm guessing that works because otherwise it would be you cast, right?
This is where
I think playing and casting are the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
This is
never
where
mind.
Hearthstone messes with me because reading.
Yeah, the
some
wording
cards,
is kind of off.
It kind of messes with me because I'm so used to the Magic
You
terminology.
play a man with one attack, give it +2/+2. Essentially, that's the way I read it.
Yeah, Magic doesn't use that play word anymore. It's either enters the battlefield or cast.
So my favorite's Enhanced Mechano. What's your favorite, Dave?
Recombobulator.
Paul, what's your favorite?
Golden.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He
go with
likes
Golem, too.
Piloted Sky Golem. It's got value written
It's
all
really
over it,
good in
though.
arena.
Yeah, I definitely will agree.
I mean, it's really good in construction.
How come the
Okay,
only
so
legend
there's
is-
only one legend. I'm kidding. Hold on. We're all slowly waiting. The list of
Oh, I already know mine is. What am I even talking about?
What favorite?
There's definitely, I think, 2 that are the best, but I have one favorite already. He'll probably be the first legend that I craft as well.
All right, Dave. So since you already know what your favorite is, what is your favorite?
We're gonna go Boom.
Dr. Boom.
Yeah.
Dr. Boom is good. I do like him.
He's so sweet.
I like that guy.
I think he's Garbo.
I don't think he's as Garbo as.
Well, let's talk here. Arena. Just arena.
Why the hell do we have Pluggy Boy on
Yeah,
here?
why we Plug is definitely not the best.
I'm just
arena.
letting you guys
All
read.
right.
Relax.
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
gonna read. I don't
That's
know
actually the only legend I've gotten to play with so far.
So, my favorite legend
In arena is
is this guy right here, the Trogzor the Earthinator. Because, I mean, if you play that to an open board, they have to use a spell to kill it, first off, if it's to an open board, for the most part. Unless they have a charger that has enough damage to kill that thing.
I mean, there is like the 6-mana 6/7 ogre, which is highly playable in every arena deck.
Is the
Well,
Burly?
right, but what I'm trying to say is that your opponent has to, if they don't have a creature that's reliable enough, they have to use a spell to kill it. So it's like you're usually at least guaranteed a Burly Rockjaw Tron.
Is that the 3/5?
Yeah, it's
that's a
3/5.
3/5.
He's a solid card. I agree.
I like
I think
that.
he's good. He's really good.
I think I think between the Dr. Boom and Trogzor, those are the 2 best in the set, honestly.
I've gotten Dr. Boom in Arena. I haven't really had great success with him. I think he's pretty good. I won't disagree with that. But I think that the Trogzor is a way harder card to deal with.
I like Dr. Boom because you're getting a 7-mana 9/9 basically, and then the bots explode and deal damage, so you get extra value off of them.
Yeah, it's just that random element that just like I don't know.
Meh.
The Trogzor, it feels like it's got a little bit more consistency. I do like it. Probably would be between those two though. Like I like the Trog better. So Paul, what would you say is your favorite legend? Probably Blingtron, because he gives you golden weapons.
Blingtron? Is that even a card?
Yeah, Blingtron 5,000. 3,000. 5,000 will be our next set.
Blingtron 5,000.
I thought it was cool that he gives you golden weapons and like so. Fitting.
It's so random.
So fitting.
Anyway, I don't know. I like the Trogzor, dude. I like
solid
him.
Card.
Like I just the only problem is I haven't played with any of these cards, so I don't really know. I like Dr. Boom too, in theory. In theory, that he does what I want him to do when it comes to that time to be random.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, the best card is Sneed, though.
Sneed's awesome.
But I don't think he's good enough, honestly, for, like,
I don't know, I've lost his
strategies.
I've kind of just, like, fantasized of that, like, situation where you reincarnate Sneeds. And
although flavor-wise, Thermoplug actually, I think, takes the cake. Let's be fair.
Thermoplug's awesome in Arena, in my opinion.
Yeah, I had him in
it's
Arena.
really good.
He's sweet.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cards as far as what they've released.
But dude, like,
Poshley's pretty impressive too. I think he's pretty vanilla in comparison to a lot of these legends, but he's still good.
He's like, you're basically paying for a 6-mana 6/6. Like, it's decent for vanilla stats, but you just get the free ability. Oh, this is Poshley, that is. It's a 5/7, but you get the Battlecry and Death Rattle of spare parts. But spare parts, I don't think is worth an actual card. It's like tiny little increments of value. I think like 3 spare parts is worth a full card.
Now, I was thinking about this too the other day. What do you think? What class do you think is most favored by getting spare parts?
Mage.
None.
That's what I was saying was Mage.
Miracle. Wait, they already nerfed Auctioneer.
Mage already has the 3/2 that makes spells cost less to
Antonitis.
play. It has Antonitis. It has Mana Worm. Has all these cards that work very well to spell spare parts.
True. I guess anything with like a Violet Teacher, honestly.
Yeah, Violet Teacher.
That
is
sounds
good
pretty
point.
decent.
You can make a Druid token deck with a bunch of spare parts and Violet Teacher.
Midi.
No, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
I just don't like spare parts that much. Like, they're an extra little bonus, but
Mike, did
majority
you
of
have-
them screw me over.
Was it a... Mimrin's head looks like fun, but I still think Dr. Boom.
Yeah, like Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom's
It's
still.
also
Sweet.
they
I like
made-
how
they
we're
made a
evenly
card up
split
of
at least.
Marvel character, of course. It's also good too.
So let's just quickly, we're just gonna buzz through this. We're gonna like time
Wait,
ourselves.
how about we go about with favorite ranked legend now? What about that?
Because we're going to be
Is
here
it still,
for like
is it still Trog for you?
We're gonna be here for hours if we do that.
Real quick.
What, for playing constructed?
Constructed, ranked. Your favorite legend right now, off the top of your head.
Probably the Trog still.
Oh, what about you, Paul?
I don't know.
All right, well, I already know.
I
mine's
don't
going to be
know.
Dr. Boom again.
Well, I don't know because I can't. Like, I have not played. I haven't even played against
Right.
these cards.
Right.
Out of the
It's hard for
neutrals.
me to say. Yeah, I haven't even played it. Not a lot of people have these cards yet, so I haven't played against, and I haven't been playing constructed either. So
I
I'm
think
sure if they have a stats board on like players playing in the ladder, it's gonna show you that like the rankings have dropped for so many people because like people aren't even concentrating on the rank ladder right now. They're just like, let's get cards, let's play Arena, let's learn this set.
I mean, most of the pros are just obviously buying packs.
The pros,
but-
yes, the pros, yeah, but the general population of Hearthstone players aren't pros.
It's true.
Class legend or
Wait,
neutral
what?
legend?
Neutral legend for favorite ranked so far out of the ones.
say the rogue one.
I want to see that
So
Voltron
neutral.
card work. That
So?
Enron set. I want to see that
that'd be
work.
so cool if the Voltron.
Live
Because like if
Dream.
you combo that out with Cold Blood,
You could just play some of those test dummies and
Magical Christmas Land, yeah, obviously.
that'd be awesome. So worst card. We're just gonna go through this. We're gonna like time it 10 minutes. We're gonna go through this. Ready?
Worst
Go.
card for
worst
what?
card for Druid.
Recycle.
Tree of Life.
Yeah, Tree of Life.
Tree of
9
Life, yeah.
mana, all characters.
Wait, what does it do?
all
characters.
characters. Every
That's-
single character on the table.
That
Including
means your
your
opponent.
opponents.
That means
Yeah.
you.
Why is that even a card?
I don't even
Oh,
know.
so everybody goes back to 30. It's just like a reset.
All
of
the
the whole
creatures.
board.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that was a card, but that I
Ugh.
changed my pick.
All right,
Because
Bat, let's
because
go.
if you want to troll people,
Next
it's
one,
awesome.
Hunter. Go. Worst card, Hunter.
Cobra Shot.
King of Beasts.
King of Beasts.
Actually, no. Sorry, take that back. Metal Tooth Leaper.
Actually, calling Pat or call Pat or whatever.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go call it too.
Call Pat's actually fair.
I'll go with the Leaper too.
Yeah. So we're kind of split on Leaper, Call Pat, both pretty bad.
Like at least Cobra Shot's worth value though.
yeah, it's. Good
No, I didn't
arena.
say Cobra Shot. I said
No,
that.
I know, I know.
He
yeah.
said Cobra Shot.
I did say Cobra Shot at first. That's why.
Oh, I already know mine.
All right, worst for Mage. Go.
We person thing. We thing.
We spell
Spell
stopper.
stopper. Yeah,
Card's
that's
bad.
terrible.
That was my first epic.
Yeah, that was my first pick too.
And you dusted it.
I have to agree.
No, I didn't dust it.
No,
I
you're just
kept it.
hanging on to it.
Really, my least favorite is the Echo. I don't think it's reliable enough.
I think it's amazing in Arena, but it's not good in Constructed.
I still don't think it's that good in Arena. Maybe
If
it's
you
very
can
spell
get
reliant.
if you can get 2 creatures with that, it seems sweet.
It's too. I think it relies too much. But I agree. Like on the other card too. Anyways, moving on. Worst card here, I'd say for a Paladin is the Cobalt Guardian for sure. Just the worst.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
6/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for sure, just bad.
Yeah.
Is there any other contenders you think?
I mean,
I wouldn't say maybe Scarlet Purifier for Arena.
Scarlet Pure.
No,
Yeah.
he's
it's not that
actually,
great.
he's
No,
actually fine.
He's 3 mana for a 4/3.
Yeah,
He kills
I take
death
that back.
rattles.
Take
Yeah.
that back. Cobalt
Cobalt
Guardian
Guardian's
takes the cup. All right,
Shadow Bomber.
Shadow Bomber.
Shadow Bomber.
So bad.
Shadow Bomber.
Oh my
It's not
god.
even close. I don't even talk.
All right,
It's
Shadow
so bad.
Bomber. Shadow Bomber.
Like, you don't even get a
Unanimous.
choice. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Shadow Bomber.
It's terrible.
Dave actually picked it in Arena.
Oh, don't even talk about that.
Why? Why you do that? One-eyed cheat for Rogue here. That's what I'd say. For Rogue, what do you guys say?
Yeah.
I agree.
Pirates.
Yeah, pirates are dumb.
One-eyed cheat is terrible.
Sorry, man.
All right, and
Ancestor's Call. Oh, actually, no, I take that back.
That totem.
for Shaman.
Vitality Totem.
Really, I'm surprised you guys didn't say the Legend.
No, I still think
Yeah.
my
Oh
I'll
no,
say
no!
the
Oh,
Legends. I'll
we're
say the
including
Legends.
legends. He's bad too.
Vitality Totem.
Vitality
Yeah,
Totem is
Vitality
worse,
Totem.
though.
Yeah,
Probably the worst one. Then.
he can't attack.
All right, for Warlock, go.
Anima...
Golem. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yuck.
Anima Golem. We're on unanimous again. Warrior.
Oh god.
Boom. Go.
Warbot.
Oh man, this one's tough.
Warbot.
Screwjank Clunker.
Bouncing blades.
Yeah, that's also a bad card.
Yeah, I'll go with Bouncing
There's
Blades.
3 bad
Wow.
cards. They're like equal. I feel
Bouncing
like.
blades. Bouncing blades. Warbot.
Warbot.
And
And Screwjank Clunker.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say Warbot.
Say bouncing blades.
I will not say Bouncing Blade. You will never make me. All
You just did.
No.
So let's move on to commons for the set. What is your vote for the worst common as far as?
Next page.
Wow, a lot of these are actually pretty good. They're beating a lot of the rares and epics for the classes.
Next page.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'm
good-
pretty sure there's something really, really bad in commons, but I forget what it is.
5/4 is not that great. That 1/4 is not that great.
I think my least favorite is the flying machine and the ship's cannon.
Ship's Cannon's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, if you're gonna.
It has
lead
good
next to a bunch of
stats.
Pirates,
You don't even need pirates. It's 2-mana 2/3. It's fine.
It's all right.
It's better than that flying whatever.
Yeah.
But I honestly is. Oh wait, you're.
Noel bot is
Neotron's good.
Um,
Flying machine.
I think
It's pretty bad.
The charge
No-
1/4 is
Nomorgan Infantry, I think, is worse than the Wind Fury
like
1/4.
I like it.
Charge Taunt
It's awful.
rather than Wind Fury
It's
on
so
a
bad.
mech.
It's good though. Like it's just a wall.
so bad it's
Flying
good.
It's a wall of
Machine.
awful.
Flying Machine is a mech.
Right.
Nomer Infantry is not.
Yeah, but he's a wall of awful.
Yeah, he's your, what's that, Silverback Patriarch? Awful?
But he gets charged.
but he gets charged.
But
he
that
gets
makes him so
charged.
much better. No, it's awful. I think no.
But he gets
no
charge.
With Hobgoblin, he's really good. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that
Yeah,
one.
Hobgoblin.
Okay, in the magical Christmas land where
I've had it a couple times. I have. Judge me not, whatever.
I would normally say for rares now would be Target Dummy, but no, I've had so many bad experiences with Gnomish.
I think that 4/3 is pretty garbage.
No,
I
that
think-
4/3 is fine. Gnomish Experimenter is by far the worst card. Like Target Dummy's a second. Though.
Yeah. Okay. No wish
Yeah.
experiment.
Yeah, no experimenters.
Goblin Sapper's pretty bad. I don't ever see myself actually in arena having.
It's fine though. 3 mana 2/4.
It's fine.
It's okay.
3 mana 2/4.
I mean, there's
It's
a
okay.
lot
It's
worse rares.
the same stats as a Harvest Golem, but it's
Lumineer's
not
not
split up
that
between
great
two
either.
bodies.
I guess. I mean,
3 mana 2/4.
Harvest Golem is a 4 for it.
I mean, how many
But-
chickens does it take for you to vote Gnomish Experimenter to be
I-
awful?
that takes the cake for me too. I agree. I totally agree. So for epics, what do you guys think? I personally
Junkbot.
Junkbot's pretty bad. I personally don't like Fell Reaver. I don't think he's the worst.
It's actually, yeah, it's definitely not the worst. It's actually a decent card though.
I don't like it.
It's gonna be one of those cards like you save like your Salty Dog or whatever that stupid pirate is, but
Hey, Salty Dog
But
is
Fell
the
Reaver-
bee's knees. I don't care what you guys say. All
Fell
right?
Reaver
Terrible.
takes the slice of cake right there over that Salty Dog.
What
It's
does-
8/8. With Fell Reaver, it takes if you're talking about trying to save a 5 mana card for late game, Fell Reaver. It's a mech
I
too.
don't like Fell Reaver.
It's fine.
Junkbot's garbage.
I think Junkbot and Mini Mage.
Like literal
Mini Mage
junk.
has stealth.
Yeah, but it
That
dies
makes
to
it better.
it dies to anything mass removal.
That makes it better.
Anything mass removal.
Junkbot, it takes so much work.
That many match.
All right, so let's go to.
Legends. Legendary.
We all know Dave's already, so we'll let
What was
him.
mine?
I did this before, didn't I?
Yeah.
I just typed legend in, and it
And
pops
Sneed
up
is
with
the
just
only
Sneed.
legend in the set, apparently, which is incorrect.
MTG Online.
Oh yeah, I know my worst. Oh yeah. It's the first legend that I opened, and I immediately disenchanted it. Like not even. It took 10 seconds. I opened it and went, "Wow, Garbo," and then I had to look, and I'm like, "Was this the worst thing in this set?"
I
Oh my
think-
god, it was.
I think
Which one was that?
Hemet Nessingware. 5 mana 6/3, destroy a beast with the battle cry.
Oh yeah, we already went through
When
it.
is
Yeah.
that card ever gonna be good? Tell me, even if I don't even know. If
Sideboards.
Hunter is the best deck, and if it is
Sideboards?
50% of the meta, you still wouldn't play that card.
Bolt.
I
Like
think
kill your Savannah
I
High
think-
Maid.
I think-
that
Question
sounds
mark?
awful.
I think Blinktron's pretty close as far as
Blinktron's
that.
pretty-
No,
good.
Blingtron, you can at least play like a Harrison Jones combo. That sounds sweet, doesn't it?
But,
Like,
but you at least get a 5 mana 6/3 instead of a 5 mana 3/4.
Wait, does it give both players
It
a
does.
weapon?
Yes, both
Yeah, it
players-
does. So you play that and
that's
play,
why I like
and
you
blow
play
up
like
your opponent's weapon.
a Swamp
Right, that's the
Loser
only time
2
it's
and
good.
a Harrison
Blow up
Jones.
your
God, you
opponent's
get a
the same
Light's
weapon.
Justice and they get like a Gorehowl.
Actually,
Yeah.
that works well with that combo rogue spell too.
It works good if you're
Sabotage.
holding Harrison Jones or Acidic Swamp Ooze.
Or Sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage. I was just saying.
I mean,
that.
it's gonna turn 10 when you can kill their weapon.
We're gonna go back to
immediately.
Beastie Boys. Hold on.
The-
Sabotage! Sorry, I had to do that.
Okay.
They're
They're
ruined anyways.
like you're gonna get a Light's Justice because that's just the worst weapon, and they're gonna get the Lord Jirax's weapon because that's like the best weapon.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's actually a legend they can, weapon they can get. I
It's
think
a weapon.
they can get like Gorehowl though,
Oh no, actually,
or Doomhammer, obviously.
Thanks, Mike. You brought it back.
The Tyrion's weapons. That's the best weapon.
Yeah, but you can't get. I don't think you can get those weapons. I
Why?
think you have to
They're
get
weapons.
an actual card, right?
I don't,
That's
doesn't
not what
say
does it say. That
Give
It
a
just
random
says
weapon.
Weapon.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know. We'll have to look it up later.
Craft the card and play with it.
We'll let you know next week when we
When
actually do
Dave
some
crafts
research.
this card.
Yeah, no.
First.
Don't randomly
Dr. Boom is probably going to be the first legend I craft. And I'm going to guess Trogzor will be second.
All right, guys, we're a little bit over an hour into the podcast, so we are going to wrap this up with some decks that we've made, and we're also just going to go over in-game stories. So we will start with the decks we have made, and first we will start with Dave's deck, Bubbles. Dave, would you like to go through your deck?
It is Double Avenge, 1 Blessing of Might, 2 Abusive Sergeant, 2 Argent Squire, 2 Annoyatron, 2 Argent Protector, 1 Ironbeak Owl, 2 Knife Juggler, 2 Mad Scientist, 2 Shielded Minibot, 2 Sword of Justice, 2 Divine Favor, 2 Muster for Battle, 2 Blood Knight, 2 True Silver Champion, 1 Jeeves, and 1 Avenging Wrath. And this deck is purely an aggressive deck, and you basically just try to get some bubbles out there or have a combo between Sword of Justice and Muster for battle. And you also have Blood Knight for all these bubbles, basically. And Jeeves and Divine Favor are your 3 draw engines to come back into the game later on, which I think the deck is awesome. Like it's really if it's not one of the best decks, it's definitely a really cool deck because it does cool things. But I'm still like in the middle of testing it. I've gone through like 5 iterations of this deck though.
Looks like fun.
Can somebody please Photoshop Blood Knight just popping bottles? You just like popping like champagne bottles, like popping bubbles. You know what I mean? Like, I just really need to see this. Like he's just in the champagne room with like 2 women like on each side of him, and just like he's just the life of the party.
No, he got like SpongeBob blowing bubbles on the side, and he's
The
popping
bubbles,
each
the
one.
bubbles, the bubbles.
But yeah, that's the deck.
Sounds like a
It's
12-12
solely
Blood Knight.
an aggressive deck. You obviously have to mulligan for certain cards in certain matchups. Like Argent Squire is not good in the Warrior matchup at all. It just like you can't risk it with an Armorsmith. So like you're kind of looking for like Knife Jugglers or Shielded Minibots, or I would even probably take an Annoyatron, because at least that's like, I don't know. You need to be able to set up your Blood Knight. And the Sword of Justice and Muster for Battle combo is sweet. And the True Silver Champion and Avenging Wrath are basically used for the last points of burn that you need. And yeah, that's the deck.
Is this deck expensive?
No.
Doesn't look it at all.
How many legends?
0.
That's for the viewers. I know. I know it's not expensive.
There is...
Jeeves, Blood Knight, those are epics.
It's mostly commons, rares being Knife Jugglers, epics being sort of... Oh, I guess we'll go with the rares first. Knife Jugglers, Divine Favors, Muster, and 1 Jeeves. And then the epics are Blood Knight,
Sword.
Avenging,
Avenging
Wrath,
yeah.
Sword of Justice. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is a common.
Seems interesting. We'll have that posted up on our Tumblr and our Facebook. Our Tumblr is theweeklygridpodcast.tumblr.com, and our Facebook is facebook.com/theweeklygridpodcast.
If you guys want to see this deck being played too, be sure to check out my stream, because I'm playing this at least once or twice a day just to kind of give it a shot and see if I still like it in the meta and if I want to make changes to it. So yeah, if you want to keep up to date with the deck list, be sure to check out my stream.
Where can they find your stream?
I am at twitch.tv/Wings of Wax with 3 eyes at the end of Wings of Wax.
So it's twitch.tv/Wings of Wax. I.
Exactly.
So when you're typing it in, you're like Wings of Wax. What was at the end? Just think of Ozzy, the Crazy Train.
I like how this has been like the musical podcast.
GvG, we're all so happy. GvG's out.
Yeah, GvG has been sweet.
We're finally back to
There's just so many new
change
things too.
in Hearthstone.
Paul, this is your list.
Josh should read it though.
Why should he read it? Because he needs to build it?
'Cause he has eyesight.
Okay.
So this is Paul's list. It's called Mech Mage.
Which is based off of the Mech Miracle Mage?
Most of
I
these
think.
cards are 2s, so if you're interested in building this deck, like I said, find it on our Tumblr at theweeklygrindpodcast.tumblr.com, or on our Facebook at facebook.com/theweeklygrindpodcast. So I'm just going to go down the list. I'm not even going to tell you the 2s. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. Good luck. Anyways, so starting, Mech Mage has Ice Lance, Clockwork Gnome, Mana Worm, Frostbolt, Mech Warper, Snow Chugger,
Chugga.
Yeah.
Harvest Golem, Spider Tank, Tinkertown Technician, Polymorph, Goblin Blast Mage, Mechanical Yeti, Water Elemental, Loatheb, Flame Strike, and Archmage Antonidas.
Actually, it's like just
Can I
those
actually-
last 4 are the 1-drops.
Ask you a question, Paul.
Yeah, just the last
What's
4.
up?
How come Mechanical Yeti over Shredder?
Because it's a mech.
Shredder's
wait,
also a
Shred-
mech.
which-
Shredder's
which-
also a mech, though.
The 2-4?
Yeah. No, the
Well,
four-
because
the
you-
4-3,
you want the-
4-3, 4-3.
Oh, the Sky Gauntlet? Or
The piloted Shredder.
yeah. I mean, I guess there's no. I think you value the spare pot more because of Antonidas.
Antonidas, yeah.
I guess that's fair.
You also run the Mana Worms, too.
Yeah. You're basically an aggro deck. Well,
Like,
you are an aggro deck with
Actually, getting the stealth spare part, I think, is insane with the Archmage anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, that's gotta be crazy.
The only thing I'm not really sure of is Ice Lance.
No, that has to be correct. Like,
Yeah, I know it has to be
You
correct.
have-
I just don't like it.
double Frostbolt, double Chugger, and double...
1 Water Elemental.
One water?
Yeah, it only plays one.
Oh.
Doesn't play Fireball.
I mean, I guess you have double Chugger. So, yeah, there's still 3 ways to
it's not a
activate.
mech either. So
Yeah, no.
Another thing I find interesting is the double polymorph.
How come, Paul?
I guess like it.
You need
It's
a way
probably
to
the
deal
best
with
way to
8/8s.
take
It's
Oh,
the
that's
best
fair.
way to deal with taunts.
Yeah, this doesn't run any
And
of
8/8s.
the fireballs, so...
It's actually a really good combo, like to polymorph and then play a blast mage
That's fair.
to kill it.
Yeah.
Like I've done that to win games before, where you just like polymorph something and then blast mage. Because
Yeah.
blast mage is really, I think it's undercosted for its power level.
Yeah, if you have the mech out, it's really good.
Yeah, and you usually do because like half of the deck is mech.
You're basically getting a spell-powered arcane missiles.
Yeah. Like
I like this list.
Alright guys, like I said, once again you can find our lists on our Facebook and our Tumblr. Our Tumblr is Tumblr... sorry, I'm messing this up. theweeklygrindpodcast.tumblr.com, and on Facebook at facebook.com/theweeklygrindpodcasts. And we are going to move on to our final section.
one sec. I also
Oh,
don't, this
please.
deck's also not that expensive. Like
Oh yeah.
Antonidas.
Is like the most... That's the reason why it's actually called Mech Miracle Mage, is because of Antonidas, by the way.
You need to have Loatheb too.
Well, Loatheb is part of Naxxramas, so
Right.
you don't actually have to pay for him.
Right, so if
Yeah,
you beat
most people
through...
have no Loatheb.
Yeah.
But
So
like
that's the
Antonidas,
that's-
there's no epics.
Loatheb is the only Naxxramas card that you'll need. Antonidas is the only legend that you'll need. And I mean, I don't really see that many rares. Goblin
There's-
Blast Mage.
Yeah, there's no epics.
Yeah, it's really just Goblin Blast Mage. Goblin
I'm
Blast
really
Mage,
surprised that
Archmage,
there's a lot of
Antonidas.
3s in this list.
Yeah, look at the mana curve.
Well, you
Oh, you
can't.
Never mind.
It's a screenshot there. That's
I just got trolled by Josh's computer.
Like, it does feel kind of weird to have, like, the Spider Tank and the Golem. I don't know. There's just a lot
They're
going
just
on.
They're both mechs.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
like when you have a game with like mech warper, then they don't answer the mech warper.
My
they just,
question
like, go nuts.
Yeah,
to
that's
you
true.
guys is that when Harvest Golem dies, is the 2 on a mech?
It's a mech.
It is a mech, yes.
Yep.
Cool.
That's sweet.
Cool. I didn't know that. Alright, so we're going to move on to our last section. This is where we tuck you kids into bed and we give you a nice story time before you you take your nappy nap or whatever you do.
Go to bed like normal humans.
Can I go with my story since it'll be relatively quick?
Yeah, I think I have at least 2 stories.
Well,
so.
the story that I have, I know is right behind us anyways, but it's basically my opponent played a mini mech, I ignored it, and I was retarded enough to ignore it, and he went like double powered shield into divine favor, into inner rage, or
Divine
fire,
Spirit,
inner fire,
yeah.
whatever. He made a 40-40 and one-shot me. That's the
Ouch.
story.
you have this posted on the
Did you-
Tumblr?
No, I don't. It's actually going to be posted with this podcast, though.
Okay, cool. All
That's
right.
funny.
So that's actually pretty
I
hilarious.
like-
Just looking
I like
at the
this
picture.
Was that Micro Machine?
Yeah, it's Micro
Yeah, it's
Machine.
Micro Machine.
Slamming
He's a
me for
40.
40.
That's insane.
Oh, so
What
broken.
term was that on?
This was turn 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, my endgame story, number 1, since it's the only one I can really remember right now, the second one might come back when you guys talk. But, thank you for pulling that hair from my mouth, Dave. I appreciate that.
Try to be discreet.
Nobody heard that.
Awesome.
It's so good. But, Yeah, so I had this turn. I already posted on the Tumblr, so if you're on our Tumblr, you've already seen it. And it also got reblocked to our Facebook. But what happened was that I was playing an arena, and my opponent had one creature on the table. He had the 7/5 out, and I had Vaporize, which I think a lot of players don't anticipate. It's not very common you see Vaporize in arena. I mean, it is a rare, and in most situations, there's just a better pick. But that was the only pick for me at that time. But he had the 7/5 stealth on the table, and so I played Vaporize, just thinking, it's good to get this guy off the table if he just beats my face. Because I had a Yeti out, and I had 2 other creatures. I can't remember the other 2 right now. But I'm like, he could kill Yeti and potentially make a 2-for-1 there. But no, what he does is he plays a Wind Speaker, makes this guy a 7/5 with Wind Fury, and then puts a Rockbiter weapon on it to make it a 10/5 Wind Fury. So I would have taken 20 damage to my face had I not had this Vaporize. But the guy, instead of hitting any of my creatures, just goes straight face. And
I mean, that's 20 points of damage. That's a lot of damage.
yeah,
I
say
mean,
that
in his
was
mind, you go for it. Absolutely, on his end, you go for
Especially
it.
if
Yeah,
he's
I
got
can
like
understand.
a crackle or 2 in his hand or
Yeah.
something.
I don't blame this on the other player being bad. I just blame it on really
I do.
unfortunate event.
He just got very unlucky.
Yeah, because there's just so many
I got
secrets in Mage
Vaporize.
now that it's like you don't know what to expect. It could have been a duplicate. It could have
Most
been
times
Ice
it's-
Barrier.
I
Most
blame-
times it's a mirror entity, honestly.
Yeah, Mirror Entity.
I blame it on him.
But he would have known if it was Mirror Entity. He played Wind Speaker first.
Oh, okay. So
He wouldn't have known if it was
Yeah.
duplicate. He wouldn't have known if it was Ice Block,
Or
Ice
Counterspell.
Barrier, or Counterspell, or
He
Shield.
could have he could have tested at least like half those traps. Like
Could've.
with the Rockbiter, that's test.
Yeah.
Spellbreaker,
Spellbreaker,
and
Counterspell,
Yeah.
Spellbreaker, Counterspell,
Mirror
Entity.
image was tested.
Yeah, Mirror.
He wouldn't been able
Mirror
to
entity
do
got,
the ice barrier one.
Yeah.
Ice block he couldn't have done.
I mean, the only way to test for Ice Block,
Is if
Ice
he's dead.
Barrier,
Yeah, he's
So-
already.
Oh, attacking.
and Vaporize
So he
is like
tested
almost the same way.
for like roughly 30% of the traps that are in Mage.
Probably 50%, honestly.
No.
The only
I
thing
mean,
that he didn't test for
yeah,
was
I think, like,
duplicate.
depend-
No,
I
it's
think there's a
Mirror.
lot
Well,
of different things that you could say that
He
might
tested
make
for
this kid
3
bad.
out of
Like
7.
depending on what his life total
I
was.
think there's 7.
Like, did he have to try to kill you that turn? Was it even going
If
to kill
he
you?
hit 20 at my face, I would have been at 3 life.
So he probably
So
had
he
like
was
another way to
bad.
deal.
I
3
think
or
it was
something.
either 3 or 7 left,
Like-
but I wasn't dead.
I think he's bad then. Like you have to play around the secret. You just can't be like, oh, 20 damage,
Yeah.
and then get flown out and
Yeah.
lose. He's bad.
Well, Paul is the only one here that thinks that player's bad, so we all.
Very straightforward.
Mike, aka Silent Storm, aka Ninja, and Paul, aka Rice.
Oh god.
Patty,
Rice
aka
treat.
Rice Cakes, aka
White rice.
White Rice, aka Pork Fried Rice, aka Paul. What is your in-game story? Any?
Well, it's actually funny because it's about a legend that this kid hates. Is
Having?
Sneed.
Oh, it's okay. I don't hate it. It's okay.
You said it was bad.
I don't think it's worthwhile in like.
It was
ranked.
funny because it got a Deathwing, and I lost.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I don't think Sneed is good in ranked. I'll
and
say
I
that.
and also I got that Druid dude, the Druid legend off a web spinner.
Oh,
That's sweet. Malron? Is that what his name is? I don't know.
Malron?
I mean, he's not that good, but for
7
one
mana,
mana, he's pretty
9/7.
good.
When he dies, he gets shuffled back into your library.
Ooh, I forget what his name is.
Malrune or something like that.
Malron, right?
Malorn.
Oh, Malorn.
Jeez, you guys are all wrong.
Man, well, yeah, because I play it all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna craft him when I get home.
Right?
No.
No, he's just gonna come off the web spinner when we play it.
It happened in arena. It was sweet. I was like, whoa. Did not expect this Druid card.
Tell me how it feels when you get it off Unstable Portal, Paul.
What?
Come on this podcast when you pick Unstable Portal and tell me how awesome it is when you play it for 4 mana.
What, that card?
Yeah, out of
I
the
mean-
bajillion creatures in this game.
Yeah.
Most
It's,
7+ creatures that you get off of.
I mean, I hope I draw like something better.
Hey, oh yeah, now I remember my other story. It's the Iron Juggernaut story.
No salty dog stories.
Salty Dog has won me so many games. I don't have enough
How
time
many
to go
times has
over
it been
this story.
flame cannoned?
Not enough to for my opponent to win.
God, your
so-
I'm a
opponent's so
bomb
bad.
warbird.
Not enough for my opponent.
True silvered?
Not enough.
Big game hunter.
All right, True Silver. They're still taking 5 damage to the face.
No.
But anyways, so there was I unstable portaled a Iron Juggernaut into my opponent's deck. My opponent was at 17 at this point, and he ended up drawing the mine, bringing him to 7, giving me lethal next turn from just spells in my hand. But it was just awesome.
So I should go crap that card.
No, it's only good in arena.
Oh, okay.
Strictly.
Paul,
And
you
that-
joke. It's
that-
funny.
It is funny.
Strictly just random good awesome. Me likey. Anyways, Mike, do you have a?
I was playing this mage arena this afternoon, and I was doing all right. I was doing good in the beginning. I had some good momentum. I had that 2 mana 2/3 that freezes your opponent. I had a
Chugga.
yeah.
By the way, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch that YouTube video. Chugga. It's in 12 different languages, and it's hilarious. The Russian one scares the hell out of me.
But no, I had a decent start with that. It's I think I had a mana worm too. It's frostbolt, ice lance, whatever, sludge belcher. And eventually he ended up like recovering though, getting back and started masking a board. He had like a True Silver champion and like an 8/8 on a board, but I had like 6. He's at 17. I have like 6 power worth of guys plus my hero ability, and I have a what is it? Pyroblast in my hand.
Oh, nice.
So I ended up freezing his 8/8. He had the 7/6 out there for a while too, which I ended up keeping alive with free spells and tying up his mana so he couldn't drop creatures. You can only drop one creature turn, so I just kept damage on him. He had enough to kill me with lethal, but I just ripped the Ice Lance, froze the 8/8, dealt the 7 next turn, Pyroblasted him for 10.
Kamehameha in his face.
Yeah, awesome.
Paul's the only one that doesn't.
Yeah,
get
that Chugga is really
What,
strong.
Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, Paul didn't get it.
He
No
understands,
Dragon Ball
but
Z.
he doesn't like anime, which we
Yeah,
frown on him
yeah.
for that.
I kind of grew out of it. Too,
Paul, you need to
though.
watch Attack on
can't really
Titan.
talk.
I mean, let's not. Okay. How about
Oh my
how about-
god, Toonami's on. Why are we doing this podcast?
Paul, go home. I'm missing out.
Yeah, I know, right? Come on, we gotta finish this.
I'm gonna watch
I
Toonami's
don't have
on.
any really.
Inuyasha, what else is on
No,
there?
Inuyasha's not up. Bleach, we got.
Oh god, Bleach.
Big O, which is awesome, by the way.
We had some good stories though.
Cowboy
Dude,
Bebop.
the thing about anime, none of the titles are appealing. Bleach.
Attack on
If
Titan.
you heard that, you'd be like, what?
Death Note?
Yeah.
Oh, that can be appealing.
Attack on Titan.
What did he say? Big O?
Big O.
O.
It's a mech show, so it's all about robots.
Gundam. That sounds pretty gnarly.
Dude, Bleach?
Some of them, yeah, I'll agree. Bleach, yeah.
Honestly, I don't-
Inuyasha?
Inuyasha sounds okay.
Sounds pretty
I think
interesting.
I think
Yu
One
Yu
Piece
Hakusho
sounds
is probably
awful,
one of my
but
favorites.
Yu Yu Hakusho is classic, dude.
Spirit Attack.
All right, well, let's stop talking about
Jesus.
anime. Let's finish this podcast. Thank you guys very much for listening.
Oh,
are we gonna
One
plug,
more thing.
We gonna
Can-
plug favorite streamer?
can we do that?
Guys, I just want to let you know my favorite streamer this week
Probably
is-
the only streamer you've been watching
is
too.
this guy. This really good guy. He's from this place, and his name is Wings of Wax, guys. You can find his stream on twitch.tv/Wings of Wax. Okay?
No, it's supposed to be like
All
Crazy
right,
Train.
and now, one more time, you can find his stream
Dun, dun.
on Wings of Wax, twitch.tv. I can't even finish the link because you guys are doing it. You
Listen,
can find his stream on twitch.tv/Wings of Wax. Once again, that is twitch.tv/Wings of Wax.
All together.
and if you ever forget, listen to Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz. Anyway, can we play that sound that 2-3 makes, that like monkey dude? I just want to put it on stream because it's funny, or not stream, but podcast.
What's his name?
It's the littler Trogdor guy, the
Be more
neutral.
specific.
Neutral.
You have to go on Hearth.
He's a common. He's the 2/3. That guy.
Stone Splinter Trog. Trolls.
He's funny. He makes funny noises.
I actually helped one of our
Splinter Trogger.
I helped one of our friends.
That's a perfect setup.
Joe put together that troll list. It's pretty funny.
For what?
You said like makes funny noises. I was like, that's the perfect your mom.
So I'm sorry, guys, if you can't hear this. I'm gonna try and drag the microphone down a little bit so you guys can.
I think it's on Pwn, by the way. I think that's how you find out.
Stone Splinter. Splinter.
Master Splinter.
Stone Splinter Trogger.
Oh, I think it's just Trog, actually.
I can't find it anywhere, Paul.
Well, what do you want to talk about while we're filling the silence right now? We can't just have like 4 people just huddling in front of a laptop and no sound.
Just put on Crazy Train on YouTube.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, how's your week going, Josh?
Good.
We better when I hear this monkey.
We're all so brain dead right now.
I want to hear this monkey.
Wait, cards.
Is it a poo-hugging monkey?
Paul, that's very offensive. They're called trogs, okay?
He looks like a monkey, though.
He's a troll.
I don't know
troll,
what monkeys
whatever.
you've been looking at, man.
We're gonna
I'm sure monkey would actually like that.
I don't know if we're going to be able to find this noise. I think you're out of luck, Paul. I think we're just going to end this podcast right now.
Oh, he's golden.
Oh no. Oh no. Paul, it's not there.
Hurry up and just start a game and play him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Alright, we'll have to figure it out and maybe do it next.
Paul, can you emulate the noise for...
I can't remember it, but I know it's funny.
Something.
No, he says something.
Paul, there is a website somewhere that they actually have all of the noises. You'll just have to find it and put it on our Facebook
with
page.
Alec here, I had to Google what he says. Because what I think he says is not what he says.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for checking out. Thank you for checking out this week's podcast. My name is Josh Spirit Bomb.
I am Dave Wings of Wax.
Paul Rice Cakes.
Mike Silent Storm.
And grind on.